was born and raised in the city of Los Angeles. I grew up living with my mom and sister. My parents divorced when I was 4 years old. My mom is an intimidating 5-foot tall Japanese American woman, and my dad was a 6-foot tall Mexican American man. Growing up in a multiracial family brought quite a few challenges. Was I going to eat Japanese rice or Mexican rice? Hot tea or old school Coke? Shaking hands or bowing? So many hard choices, but the one tradition instilled upon me was respect. I am not sure if it was the Japanese or Mexican side that really didn't matter. I was raised to respect our culture, people, and tradition. I spent time in each home most of the year with my mom and sister, and summers with my dad. I remember the family gatherings, great food, but more family traditions. I'm actually pretty good at making tamales and sushi at the same time. What always stood out to me was how our family took care of the elders, how my uncles helped my aunts, and of course, myself and my cousins left for the cleanup. Tradition was respecting each other and treating each other fairly. I grew up respecting my elders, opening the door for people, looking someone in the eye when you talk to them, and shaking hands. It didn't matter what race or color, what mattered was the person. My parents taught me to treat everyone fair and equal. This didn't happen for some of my family. My grandparents were sent to internment camps, losing everything they owned, while my cousins were caught in gang and racial profiling. Being of mixed descent, I was often treated differently, often being asked, "What am I? Who are you?" Called slant eyes or half-breed. But that guy was a cute kid. Growing up in Los Angeles, I was asked many times to pick a side during the racial fights. I was a victim of a robbery with a gun pointed at my head, burglary of our home with our possessions stolen and ransacked, and I was targeted many times for being the wrong color or race. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to change. This led me to the police department. When I started the process with LAPD, I didn't tell my parents. I knew they'd be worried about my safety and hatred toward police. I even had an uncle who told me I picked the wrong side. It didn't matter to me. What mattered was making a difference. I remember filling out the paperwork and having to pick a race. Asian or Hispanic? There's no multi-race? How can I decide which one's better? But I had to pick one. At the police academy, I had a drill instructor walk up to me and look at my name. It said Sanchez here on the side. He said, "What kind of name is that? What are you? Who are you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm human," thinking to myself. I told him, "Well, I'm half Japanese and I'm half Mexican." He asked me, "What's the better half?" I was thinking, do I really have to pick a side? What's better? Worried that I was going to do push-ups for days, I glanced down at his name tag, noticed it was a Hispanic name, and I said Mexican. He glared at me and said, "Good answer." I walked away, relieved I wasn't doing push-ups, but sad that I actually had to make that decision. Most people think it's black and white when it comes to police work in the public, us versus them, good versus evil, but it's not that way. Police are taught to serve the community and enforce the law. I spent many years working different assignments in different communities. Each community wanted the same, a community that not judged by race, by color, by sex, but who they were as an individual. However, that did not translate the same with everyone. I remember responding to a police call of a traffic accident with people injured. My partner and I got out of the police car, my partner being Hispanic descent, and a woman comes running up to us, screaming and yelling. I'm thinking, oh my, there's something really wrong. And she's like, "I pay my taxes. Why couldn't they send me an officer of my race?" I was shocked, because I was there in uniform, good-looking guy like that, there to protect and serve everyone. This is my 15th year at Viewpoint School. When I came to Viewpoint, I remember there was one security guard here during the day and one at night. It was a challenge to say the least, and a huge adjustment. I'm still waiting for the lights and sirens on my golf cart. In reality, there was nothing different. Treat everyone with respect, keep the campus safe and secure. During the first few years, I spent most of my time patrolling the campus, getting to know the parents, students, and the community. I knew we didn't need gun towers at the entrances, we needed people. Someone to greet you in the morning, but make sure you belong there. Someone like this guy. Security at a school is somewhere between a doorman at Four Seasons and guarding City Hall. We are the front door, the first people you see when coming to campus. I teach my staff daily the importance of customer service. Greet parents with a smile and a wave, look a person in the eye, shake hands, and do a little more. We don't know if that parent or person had a bad morning, but we sure can make sure they have a great time here at Viewpoint. I grew up learning the importance of respect and treating everyone the same. I wanted to remind people how much it matters that we acknowledge and see one another. Safety and security is always my top priority for this campus, but respecting each other is just as important. When I see students get out of the car and not say anything, I help them. I say it for them, nice and loud. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. I love you. Thank you for driving me to school. But what about the parents? Looking at their phones, not acknowledging their children getting out of the car? I help them too. My son, my daughter, have a great day. Learn something. I love opening the doors for the students when they arrive or leave. It provides me an opportunity to share a little more. Like, did you say bye this morning to your mom and dad? Did you look someone in the eye when you talk to them? Did you judge someone by how they look? Over my many years of meeting people, good, bad, different, smelly, tall, short, it never mattered to me, race, religion, age, sex, or gender. I've learned many things from my families in law enforcement and here at Viewpoint. I'll be the first to tell you that I may not look welcoming and friendly, but if you know me, I have a huge heart for everyone. When we have respect, we have individuality and pride, but we also have belonging and community. My passion for this campus is to be welcoming but secure, a caring environment to learn, respect of each person who visits this great school, and be part of a family, as this is my family. Thank you.